We watched TV for an hour or so. Mother made me a nice big mug of hot chocolate for me to drink whilst I received my bedtime lecture. Okay, it's nearly bedtime. She began. Make sure you set the alarm clock for 7:15 as I want you up and dressed by 7:30. I silently stared at my hot chocolate as she spoke. Although you've been expelled from school, Monday to Friday will be considered a school day. Do you understand? I nodded. Good. She said sharply. I'll be collecting all your coursework and teacher's notes from school tomorrow afternoon, so we can begin to work out a syllabus for you until I find a suitable tutor. Now. Mother altered her posture. If you do well this week and don't give me any back chat, I'll not make you wear your uniform on the weekends. But rest assured, young man, you will wear it during the week, and every week, until your exams are over. Do I make myself clear? I mulled over what she had said and nodded. At least this means I'll get my own clothes back for the weekends, I figured. Okay, Mother. I'll do my best, I said. Good, that's exactly what I want to hear. She smiled. Now, off to bed with you. It's well past 10 and bedtime is supposed to be 9 o'clock. Oh, but 9 is far too early, Mother. I usually go to bed at 11. That was when you still had a place in school. From now on, it's 9 unless I say otherwise, no questions. Okay. Okay, Mother, I said as I left her alone and headed for bed. Again, it took me ages to get to sleep. This time I didn't have the option of radio. But I didn't really miss it. My thoughts were filled with a mixture of dreading the coming weeks and feeling my smooth legs as I seemed to effortlessly glide around in the bed. That bit felt kind of nice, I guess. Strange but nice. The alarm clock went off at 7:15 and as told, I got up, washed my face and brushed my teeth before returning to my room to get dressed. 5 days of this and I'll get my own clothes back for the weekend was the thought which made me comply. By 7:30 I was in the kitchen, fully dressed in my sister's school uniform. Seeing as your schooling will be done here, Mother explained. Your school day will begin at 8 a.m., with a 15-minute break at 10 a.m., lunch at 12 p.m., and an afternoon break at 3 p.m. and your school day will end at 6 p.m. I almost protested at having almost a 9-hour school day, instead of the 5 hours I used to do, but knowing my previous protests got me nowhere, I decided against it. Mother must have read my thoughts as she then added. You've missed so many days of school over the last 18 months, you have a lot of catching up to do, so a longer day should get you back on track. I nodded in agreement. Although I felt it unfair, Mother did have a point. And, at least I was free from the bullies, even if I was effectively under house arrest. What do you want me to do today? I asked over breakfast. Well, I need to collect your coursework from school and I have a few potential tutors to call. Mother replied. My study will be your classroom, so after breakfast, I'll let you get a few things from your old room so you can set up a workspace for yourself. You'll need to bring your computer down, as well as your desk and the books which are relevant to your studies. After breakfast I cleared a space in the study where my desk would go, before lugging my computer down, then the desk and chair and finally the books I'd need. I was putting my PC back together when Mother said, You'll need to remember to crouch down rather than bend over, dear. You are wearing a dress. I blushed. Sorry. Once I'd connected my computer, I asked Mother if I could boot it up to check it was working okay. Yes, of course. She replied, however, I will need to restrict your internet access. I don't want to visiting chat rooms when you're supposed to be studying. Mother then proceeded to block my access to all chat rooms and probably the other 90% of the entire web, leaving me access to educational, informational, and news websites only. Boring, I thought. Mother then made me build a new timetable, based on my old school timetable, but taking into account the longer hours I'd be studying at home. Mother then perused my revised timetable.